going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and our recreation of the Kahului Airport in Hawaii, where last time we worked on the second floor. This is above security. And oh, we never did add our last security gate. Let's do that real quick while I'm yammering on. We'll just... But, maybe... Nope. Oh, okay. You need to go away? Is that correct? No. You need to exist. But last time we worked on the upstairs portion. That is really a tight fit. Actually, you can't even get there. Maybe once that's built, we redo that queue. That is the wrong direction, but they're finishing up working, just kind of mirroring the other side. This area in between the two buildings, that one and this one, are just a single story. Want to start and see if we can hammer through all the shops, restaurants. There's not that many of them, actually. Up here, we are dropping a Starbucks in, and I'm going to shrink this up a little bit. Because I don't... What is this? Are you going to show... Almost 8,000 square feet. I don't think we need a 8,000 square foot Starbucks. So we're going to kind of bring this in a little bit. We'll have a bunch of dead space in the back. There's a weird little building to the immediate right of it. It looks like it might be a, for lack of better phrasing, a security hut, maybe? So we'll just do a small little information kiosk next to it. Taking a look at the... Yeah, maybe they'll be able to get in. Taking a look at the picture of the Starbucks, there is kind of an overhang. And even on the top of the Starbucks, it has a bunch of the pigeon spikes to protect the top of the shop from having a bunch of pigeons just landing up there and existing. I find that interesting, and then I realized, yeah, that this whole area is still open air and indoors, because this area down here is all indoor. We'll get to that in a little bit. So we'll do a little food counter area. We'll do, a couple display fridges here. Oh, I can't do display fridges out here? That's lame. Because there's a queue, and then you have the actual register where you place your order and whatnot. We'll do a little counter down here. And it looks like it's open down here. But yeah, there's a couple display fridges out front where you've got looks like a bunch of the Starbucks drink, the coffee mugs. There we go. The coffee cups. Whew. That was my brain is done for the day, apparently. We'll throw some sandwiches back there. We'll throw, a little bit more. We'll throw a fridge over here for, the whipped topping, I guess. I don't drink coffee. I don't know. We'll do a wall across here, and we'll bring it forward. We'll throw a door. It's like it's on the left-hand side, right there. We have a Starbucks in this list, right? Somewhere? We need 10 display fridges? Well, it's a good thing we have so much square footage. Give me some display fridges. We'll put them back here in the back in storage. just in case one of these break down. There is a whole area that can be taken care of. Now can I have my Starbucks? Thank you. Which means we've got a logo. Logo's on the top middle. We'll just put it down on the floor near the register. We'll do one there. We'll do one over on the other corner where you pick up your coffee. And there is a trash can in the queue. So we'll put it there. We'll do one on the other end as well. And there's our fantastic little Starbucks. Now, you may have noticed that I don't have a shop in the middle anymore. Apparently, whenever you have the shop in there, people don't sit in the benches. Apparently, chairs in shops don't work. So we're going to do 3 individual shops. We'll see how well these do. Oh. That was the other thing. This wall doesn't exist. There is kind of a side entrance as well. Just one? Yeah, just a big side entrance. So we're going to do that. And we're going to get rid of that stretch. This shop does come out forward a little bit more. We're going to take you to here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Not entirely all of that, because there's a side door. But this is the DFS gallery. It looks like there's a bunch of sunglasses in the picture I'm looking at. But I assume there's other stuff in there as well. But all of the Kahului Trading Company stores, I believe, are all duty-free. Then the one over... Where did I just rotate that? Yeah, that's correct. The one over here, we're going to do a single shop as well, but the newsstand lives in this little space. And so there is the door to it down over here. So we'll take out that space. So while we're waiting on them to take out some of the walls, I guess we'll start with this little guy. What am I doing? Shop? Shop. And we'll just drop it in. The sunglasses, looks like the register is in the back middle. I have it facing the correct way. Along the back wall, there are essentially some light boxes with sunglasses in them. And there's a bunch of shelves with the sunglasses. Some on the wall here. Similarly, on the other side. Looks like there's a small pedestal up front over here. Kind of a larger rectangular light box right there. And then there's a kind of a smaller one in the front middle. So do that. Oh, there's another pedestal on the right-hand side over. Nope, that's a wall. There we go. And roll through with the old wood. I don't know if there's a door there. There might be. In fact, go ahead and do it. But the picture I'm looking at, it doesn't necessarily show. We'll speed things up. And do we have anything? Not really. trying to be careful as to what one to use. I guess we'll go with the jewelers. But just a little concerned about making sure that we've got some of the smaller shops available. We are going to need to tweak this just a little bit. So we're going to take out the zoning so we can zone a shop room in here. And then we'll add back in the other zoning. There we go. Go ahead and let you start to run. Looks like the register's over here. It's not a very big shop. It is just a newsstand. So newspapers, magazines, a bunch of just wall shelves with just racks of magazines, puzzle books, actual books. We'll stick with some nice shelves over on this side. Looks like there's some like candy and snacks, if you will. Here we go. And then the big trading post over on the side has a bunch of t-shirts, sunglasses, keychains, the normal kind of stuff. There is a window on this side, a window on this side. There's a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Leave you're the center. There a window there? I almost called it a mirror. There is not. There's just the wall in the middle. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Register? I don't see the register. I think it's in the back middle. This is a massive, massive shop. We're going to do 2 registers. We're going to do one over here. We'll do one over here. There are a bunch of big tables that just have a bunch of t-shirts. And we'll just kind of mirror it on the other side as well. See a couple of racks of keychains whenever you first walk in the door. Bunch of wall-mounted hangings, I guess, shelves. No, they're hangings because they've got t-shirts, hoodies. Nope. And then looks like there's some just shelves in the middle. There's kind of dividers on the wall hanging. And we'll just use some of the larger ones to kind of fill in the space a little bit because this is just a massive store. And we'll just grab this guy and drop him in over there. Yeah. And that will work. What are we going to roll with? 11,000 square foot. That is a massive, massive building or store. No. Let's... maybe we will. I'm just going all over the place trying to figure out what to go with. I guess we'll go with that guy. The store for the newsstand is what? I know I saw it, and I know I recognized it. Okay, yeah, it is. It's the same as the rest of the flooring. So it's this hardwood. There we go. Just kind of flows into it. So that takes care of 2 of the 3 shops. Nobody is stopping off at Starbucks. He's just dancing around to the back. And then lastly, we've got the other shop over here. Since we are going through walls, I'm not going all the way to the corner. But we will. What am I hitting? Is there secure zone that I'm... Okay. I might not have deleted all of it. That's a 12,000 square foot store. The other Kahului Trading Company looks like it has snacks, jams, preserves. I don't actually know what else is in that store. Looks like it's got some plants, so maybe some seeds, snacks, whole bunch of other stuff. Okay. Tempted to just copy that, but that's not going to be the way that I work. You know that. Go ahead and do that. Oh, I was going to copy the front of it. You get copied. Because it does match up with this side. And then there are windows along the side here. That flooring is nowhere near correct. There'd be a wall here. There we go. Oh, probably do the bottom area, shouldn't I? There we go. And at least let's match it. There we go. Okay. Shop. Again, we'll stick with the 2 registers located there and there. There are a bunch of wall shelves over on this side that have, it looks like plants of some type. And then there's kind of a break in the middle here. Kind of separated into different areas, if you will. And then, again, we'll stick with some of the larger ones with all of your snacks and your... I don't even know what they would have. Maybe dried pineapple? I don't know of any other kind of fruit snack or anything like that that might be, I don't want to say indigenous to Hawaii, but a little bit of separator in there. Let's get some pedestal ones as well. So it looks like there's some just inside the doors, as well as these doors. We'll do a few round ones over here. It looks like there are some t-shirts. But yeah, the back walls look like they're mostly preserves. Or at least something in jars. Is this that same green color? I don't even know. Where's my statue? No. These shelves are all green. On the other side, there are several shelves towards the middle that are green. These are basically just white. There is a dark tile in front of the Starbucks. Just a single row right there. And then there are a couple, and I mean 3 tables and chairs, maybe? I don't think I have seen any more. Oh, I stand corrected. In the video I'm taking a look at, that is dated March 9th of this year, there is not a single table or chair over here, so we're just going to leave that as it is. You need some kind of shop. Well, there's plenty of bottles, so we'll go with bottle. I don't actually know if this will ever... Anytime I've ever used bottle, it closes real fast because we don't make the sales revenue. But that kind of takes care of the center shopping area. Let's pause for a second because there's a few odds and ends to just kind of include in here. Near both the entrance and the exits, there are some trash cans, so we'll do trash can there and trash can there. And then as we continue around back by here, this corner is hedges. And this hedged area, which is absolutely massive, belongs to the... It's patio seating essentially for the Sammy's Bar and Grill. And so that is there. We will do that in just a few. There is flight information, but it's on a wall hanging down here. Since I can't do that, we'll just put it on the wall over here. And then as you go down the hallway here, there's open space that you can look at the patio. And then there is, down over here, a couple massage chairs. Since I grab you. And so there's just a couple massage chairs here. I see a couple vending machines down near the bathrooms. Are you? Okay. I added this run here and apparently didn't roll it through as secure. There is a planter that runs along here. And I don't know how we're doing that planter. I guess we'll do this. And it's just kind of, in all the pictures I've seen, there's nothing actually growing in the planter. It's just dirt. So maybe they're taking a page out of my book and just growing dirt. There is a vending machine over here, so I kind of want to take out that wall. Maybe not. No, it's actually after the bathroom's down near the planter, so we will tweak this corner. It's a Coke vending machine. It's red, you can easily tell. And then as you get closer to the door, there is... Oh, it doesn't have it listed. Oh. There's a display down here. I need to find the description of it. We'll probably do the art and whatnot in a little bit. There is our Frankly Gourmet here, and I was wrong on this. There are two doors, one on either side. Actually, chairs over here. Give me... Can't squeeze the chairs in. I guess give me some armchairs? Save that color. Where's my... There we go. Okay. So there are two doors. There's plants in the middle. How small is the small window? Oh, that's going to be bad. Let's pause for a quick second so we can get this in place, because I'm going to need to run... There we go. Okay. And there's a couple palm trees. Here and here. There's also... I'm not planning on doing this other side. Where did that go? Like it fell through the floor. There's some seats right there. There we go. So that kind of takes care of this hallway. There's not really much along this hallway, except for... Oh, did I ever get my vending machine in here? No? Drinks? Here, there we go. I should probably zone that. I don't know if... Because there was one square that was zoned and the rest was not, so I don't know if... Oh. There. Down over here, there's a vending machine and a penny press. So we'll drop those two in. They are kind of right along the edge on the outside. There are pillars that I've not put in yet. Something like that, and there. The center area is just concrete. Actually, I think it's this color concrete, in fact. And I took out my tile piece. There we go. Okay. Then we'll just hammer through the rest of the area. It comes back a little bit. And then there is kind of a place where you can... What is that called? I am struggling tonight. The hostess stand. There it is. In case you want, I guess, patio seating. There's going to be a grip of seating out here. I think I may end up shrinking that down. check the map. No, the seating goes all, or the patio area goes. Well, no, I take that back. It is smallish. We're gonna. That's not a wall, actually. Where are we going? Stay there. Where's that other door go? Ah. Okay. Nope. Wrong direction. This is where I was looking for. You need to go away. The door to the outside patio is here. And there's a wall here. You walk in, there's kind of a bar that starts on this side. It used to go back here, but more recent pictures I've seen does not have a bar there. It has more of just a pass through from the kitchen. So the kitchen's over here in the corner. Apparently a lot of people are tired. Keep seeing just, the red. Well, give me just a second and we will have a place for you guys to chill. So while they're dealing with that, let's jump to the other side real quick. Down here on the end, at the very, very corner, is I've seen it listed as a couple different things, actually. According to the airport map, it is a Frankly Gourmet. The most recent video that I've seen has it listed as an OG General Store. Sorry, OGG, just like the IATA? Why am I struggling with IATA? Yeah, okay, that's correct. Wow, broken today. But it's just the airport lettering. And so that's kind of over in the corner. Then there is a grab-and-go area next to that. And then there's the California Pizza Kitchen, followed by the Burger King. So over in the corner, I guess, is where we're going to start. Let's go into restaurants. We'll do some display fridges that are kind of down over... not there. And so the general store looks like just a bunch of kind of grab-and-go things. Give me just a small register. Nope. How about you give me a small register in the correct direction? And then it kind of comes out. We'll come out a little bit further. The grab-and-go lives there. And then you've got the... Alright, it's at a diagonal. And anytime things are at a diagonal, I have to pause to try and figure out which is the optimal direction to do things. So, give me the display fridge. You're going to go here. The right-hand side has a place to, well, there's a counter with some napkins. You place your order. There's another little bit of counter. There is... We'll go with snacks because there's like a little snack thing there. And then there is a place to pick up your pizza. And then there is a fresh pizza to go. So it's like a display oven. Is that a thing? It's just has just a bunch of pizzas that you can just open it up, grab a box, and then bounce out. Run down the concourse to catch your flight. We have stove, we don't have ovens. Fine. We do stoves. And behind it, there is space for where they're making the pizzas. There's a sink over on the side here. There's a microwave in the back. Fridge back there. Give me a little bit of counter. We'll just wrap the counter around the back. And out there. That is our California pizza kitchen. Actually, no, that'll work. Door on the back left. So, you know, people can actually get in there. Zoop. There we go. And then next to that, we've got the Burger King, which is like every other Burger King out there. You've got the kitchen in the back. You've got a little counter area in the front. So you've got the small register there. You got a second small register next to it in case things get busy. You got a little bit of counter down here to pick stuff up. Another spot for, you know, some napkins. And there's just a corner wall down here. And there's an entry spot here to go into the actual Burger King. There's a wall here where the kitchen is. There's a door to the kitchen right there. Next to the space there, this goes down that way, and there's a drink station right down over here. So we'll go with, we'll do a coffee, and we'll do coffee. Because it kind of looks like the fountain spout, I guess. I don't know if that's the word I want. And then coming through the main portion, there are just a bunch of windows all the way across. And those windows do come down to the far end. Everything up against the windows is all seating. Making sure I have things the correct direction. There we go. No. Okay, I was wondering if there were walls in the middle, and there is not. So that takes care of our Burger King. That takes care of... Oh, you know what we do need? We are going to need, like, actual cooking stations. We'll do 2, and I guess we'll do a couple over here. There'll be space on the other side as well. That. And we still have enough space for somebody to get to that corner over there. Are you not zoned? Yeah. So all of this area here is just open space for seating. There is a trash can there. There is a wall whenever you come in. I will use wall loosely. It's basically a I'm gonna use a window. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. But it's basically a half wall. And there's booths on either side, and then a set of tables, chairs. What color are those seats? Okay, what I thought. It's the same green color. This guy. As you would expect. Grab some square tables. And the chairs are about this color. So we're just gonna roll with those. They're, just chair color. Oh no, I didn't grab the benches. I've got a feeling there's just gonna be a bunch of people just come running in here in a second. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of tables and chairs towards the front window down here. So we're just gonna grab you two and that. There's a little space. And then there's just tables and chairs up against the window, all the way to about here. Are there chairs? No, there's not chairs next to that. Then over here, finally finish my wall. So there is a door outside here. There's basically kind of a stanchion across. There's a big old gorilla that lives right here. Don't know. It's a big old gorilla statue. I don't have any kind of explanation other than there's a big old gorilla statue there. So, from this door, when was that picture taken? December, okay. Looks like the bar comes down and around. So let's grab the bar top, leave a little bit of space for some seats. Comes down here. It looks like it curves around. I'm going to take a spot there and a spot there for registers. And then behind, you've got some beer taps, you've got some counter space. Got a bunch of glasses and the light. I'm going to do... It looks like there might be a door from the kitchen out here. That way people can, Nope, not there. Here. That way people can come out and take the food out. Wall that lives here. And that wall just kind of continues all the way down. I might get rid of that piece of wall. Down over here, there is a wall or a door there. There is a door there. There is a serving window. So we're going to do a food counter here. Looks like there's some tables and chairs in the middle here. Yeah, there's just a big old gorilla. Is there a sign on you? No. No, there's not a sign. there is high top seating through here. So we'll do just a little. We'll continue the counter a little bit further. And then tables, chairs kind of around the outer periphery. And there's another high top down this way. You are black? You are a light blue. The other tables in this neck of the woods also look that same blue color. The front counter is... I've seen some that are... Oh, that is not. Oh, no, that's white. It just has a different sheen to it, if you will. But yeah, the bulk of it is just tables, chairs. All of it is... Looks like blue trim. Let's go ahead and actually save that color. Blue trim with black chairs. All the chairs are just kind of square. Even these that are kind of at the high top, they're just high-backed stools. Yeah, we'll do bar stools. Going back and forth on whether we should stick with bar stools or not. We'll do bar stools. No, I want... Yep, there we go. Copy, flip, paste. Copy here. Because there's another bar top seating section there. Give me you. There we go. And there's just a bunch of seating along the windows. It doesn't... It doesn't seem like there's a hard partition between the two sections. As I find a picture of a partitioned section. Looks like it's a red kind of glass wall. That lives here. And there is some small booth seating. But it is open to the door area. There's another hostess stand just inside the door here. Yeah, right here. So we'll do this. It curves. And so there's probably a divider somewhere there. Give me... Ooh, there we go. 1, 2, there. They're an interesting reddish menagerie color. Got a weird pattern to it. Black seat bottoms, and then a little bit of a wall there. The tabletop is black. I feel you're slightly more orange. There we go. Let's see if I can paint this without painting the table. That answer is no. There we go. Okay. Jeez. I struggle sometimes with the paint. It just doesn't. It doesn't like me. Let's grab the tables, chairs. We'll just kind of fill in some of the rest of the area. This way. There we go. Kitchen is some bar seating at the actual bar. We'll extend that counter over. The counter is white, but I can't. I could paint the counter, but I can't paint under the register. I believe that's the way it goes. It's either that or the vice versa. Let's real quick grab. I'm not gonna do too much here. We will just add some cooking stations to make sure we've got enough for whatever shop we're doing. 1300 on Fillmore. Oh, Ruth Chris. There we go. Good old steakhouse. Seemed to go with Sammy's Beach Bar. Out on the area here, there is a... I'm inclined to say fire pit. That's my initial knee-jerk reaction. But I don't think it's an actual working fire pit. It has a fake statue of a flame in the middle of it. But the flame kind of is in guitar shape as well. I don't know. But it's octagonal. Give me a statue. We'll put the knot out here. Put it right there. And then we'll do tables around it. And the flooring outside looks like it is a rustic hardwood. Even though this is a fancy wood. I hate how big this is. There. And then tables, chairs. Oh, around the central section there is... it's a tile. Similar to this. Something like that going around. It's more octagonal stones in there, but this will work. I think I wanted a little larger. There we go. So you've got the fire pit, if you will, and then we will grab you. Oh, there are going to be a bunch of seats out here, which is fine, I suppose. What am I looking for? Something like that. And then the seats are kind of a light tannish wicker color. Well, They are wicker, so something like that. There we go. There are a few scattered round high top tables. There are plants along this wall. Yes, I am just kind of moving them haphazardly because A, we've got the space, but also it looks like that there's not necessarily some kind of an organization out here. And it looks like several of the tables and chairs have been moved previously. Then I want to come in and grab you. We're going to do that. Take that out. Actually, no. These are high top table and stools. Hey. Why? Cute. There we go. That's all I wanted. And then the table is black. Hey, there we go. We'll go ahead and let things run a little bit. There we go. Give me some plants. It almost looks like it's in like an ivy. So give me some of the banana trees. And that'll work for that. And that'll basically take care of our Sammy's Beach Bar and Grill. And I'm going to do the flooring real quick, and then we will wrap up in just a second. All right, so there we go. It's got kind of a blackish, grayish tile through the middle, and then lighter tile on the outside. There is a dividing wall that lives here. That kind of splits between the restaurant and the fast food areas. There's a couple trash cans. There's one there. There's one down over here. There's one by the door. One over there. Whenever you go out, there's one there, and down over at this end. There is some seating out here. It feels like it looks like it's park bench type seating, if you will. Just a couple. Is it the same? Is the same greenish color that we've been using. There we go. And that basically wraps up the central section of shops and restaurants and whatnot. People seem to be grabbing some food, hanging out outside. I could use some more real quick. We'll add a couple more shelves. He wasn't sitting symmetrically. There we go. That'll work. But again, 7 out of 110. I've never had a decent day with bottle. Don't know why that is. I'm guessing it's because we've got 2 other shops here that aren't doing very well either. We're 62 of 125. People still aren't thrilled with us, which is a little problematic. But we've got some shops, we've got some restaurants. Hopefully, people will be happier. People are apparently queuing for quite a while and are not happy about that. Our long-term parking is absolutely packed, which I'm kind of surprised by. I don't usually see it absolutely full like that. A bunch of people taking the subway, but things are rounding into shape. I think next time we will hammer through this section. Should go fairly fast. Just seating there. There is the Premier Club Lounge. There's a market. And there's Stinger Ray's Tropical Bar and Grill down here with a grab and go next to it. That's about... Oh, there's a coffee joint down on the other end. So we'll see if we can get this area knocked out next time. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in Airport CEO. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves an amazing day.
Oh, yeah.